And we're live.
We're live and in person.
They can't stop us,
They
dude.
can't.
They cannot.
They've tried. They've issued warnings to the podcast.
That's right.
The podcast bureau.
Yeah.
And said, you got to stop these two dumbasses.
That's right. It's not confirmed, but I do think that one of the last things the Pope did before he died was issue a papal bull against us.
I saw that. I saw some listening activity at the Vatican.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
Like, oh no,
Vatican City.
Vatican shitty, more like. Folks. How you doing, Pat? You doing? How's things going?
I've been better.
Yeah.
You know what I realized is that I could never be like a survivalist, like an outdoorsman. I'm in like a pampered setting of the woods, and I feel like I'm fucking losing my mind, dude.
Like you're like out in the sticks,
yeah,
out in the boonies.
Did you ever
civilization?
Did you ever read? There's like this short story. They did this weird thing in I feel like in English class where like all the books we read were like pretty tame, but I had to read some like bananas upsetting like short stories.
Oh,
and there's like this one where it's two guys out in the woods. No, not even out in the woods. I think they get like a cabin in like the Arctic or whatever. I think it's like they do an expedition and then they're pussies and they can't hack it. So they're like, okay, we have this cabin with like enough food for the winter. Just stay here. And they're like, just make sure you don't go through all your food right away. What do these two guys do? But
they go through their food right away.
Their food right away and then end up killing each other. I'm like, that's me.
I mean, you tell me not to go through my food and kill anybody.
That's right.
I gotta do it.
I gotta do it. It's the one thing I want to do.
I'm always misbehaving, dude. It can't be good.
Bit of a naughty boy in the woods.
Bit of a naughty boy. Yeah, I feel like whenever it got really dark, it was always the short stories. It'd keep the longer narratives, so you're not in the darkness because that's like 3 weeks. I mean, if you were reading like, I don't know, Clockwork Orange in your AP Lit class, that's like 3 weeks of just brutality.
Oh yeah,
that's not good.
But we'd read that. We'd read. You ever read the Yellow Wallpaper?
I have. That's my life right now, bro.
Just crawling around.
My face is going to be in that wall pretty soon.
Yeah.
Working. Everyone's like, "Oh, work from home, pretty nice." It's like, grass is always greener.
Yeah,
the wallpaper is more yellow on the other side.
You start thinking you see people in the walls, and then you just start. If anyone hasn't read it, that's what happens. Is a short story where like a woman, I think she has like postpartum depression.
Right.
What's the one after you have a kid?
I think it's just called Being Married to a Man in 1950.
Yeah, honestly,
I think that's what that
is. It was before. It was somewhere between you are a person, but before they like give you any medicine other than like a dildo, you know?
Yeah. You're a human being, but we're not even going to try to figure out what's going on.
You're a human being. That's it. Case closed.
Yeah, I'm a human being. It like basically they're like you're a human being, but you're just like me. So it's obviously centered around fucking. Right. Any of your problems, it is just horny related.
It's not a bad theory. A lot of times I feel pretty bad, and then I jag off, and I'm like, you know what? It's better.
It's not fixed, but it's better.
I think anyone's ever done that is like, you know, like sometimes people like go and they pee and then after they're like, I feel 10 pounds lighter. You think anyone's ever like jacked off? Like, I feel 10 pounds lighter.
I feel 30 pounds lighter.
Yeah, that was everything.
Ropes.
That was all my body weight.
I'm like a 1970s or 1700s vessel.
That's right.
I got ropes.
Ropes and ropes and ropes.
Ropes and dopes. I don't think that's like I feel like at some point men thought like, oh, a lot of it, that's good. And ladies like that.
Yeah.
But that's wrong.
I can't imagine wanting like a high volume of it in me, you know?
Like more mess. That's what I want. I want more mess.
More mess, more stress.
Can't have it.
That's right.
I got enough of that in my life. I got enough mess. I got enough stress.
You heard it here first. Women have it tough.
They do. Hot take.
Hot take.
I was thinking about this the other day. Like I've never been like out to dinner with a woman and then just get hit with the realization that like, oh, this person, they don't think I'm a human being.
Yeah.
We're like women, like they run into that where they'll be on a date with a man like, oh, this guy literally doesn't think I have I'm not a person.
A soul. You know what? I'm going to propose a pretty drastic thing. Would it change the dynamic of the pod if I laid down, do you think? If I reclined myself?
I don't think so. Try it out. Let's try it out.
Let's give it a shot. My tummy hurts.
Your tummy hurts?
My tummy does indeed hurt.
You are out of frame. Do you want to maybe flip sides?
It'll be like a little therapy couch.
Yeah. Your tummy hurts?
My tummy does hurt.
You got water? Oh, I mean,
I do have water.
Why does your tummy hurt?
I don't know. Perhaps I'm falling ill on top of the myriad of other shitty
We've been
things.
hit with a plague once again.
The plague might be coming back, dude, in a big way.
The plague, it won't stop touching us. The ports are empty. Did you hear about this?
The ports are empty.
The port of in Seattle. Apparently, the port's empty, and there's it's like reminiscent of COVID.
Is it like a whodunit? Like, did someone take all the damn?
Because of the tariffs, apparently, like shipping, like totally halted.
Wait. You're trying to tell me this is a bad thing.
It's not good.
The tariffs, the tariffs are bad. Is it?
I kind of wish he would have said something like, "I'm a tariffist."
Okay,
I'm a tarifferist.
I'm a tarifferist.
Are you terrific to terrific?
I'm terrified.
And we've had a tariff attack.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
sounds like a journalist with a lisp.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, are we just going to be a country like without any stuff? Like, are we just not going to have stuff?
We probably won't have stuff for like 2 weeks, and then more stuff will come. I think that's probably. We're just going to have like a rough month. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Hey,
maybe
already there, pal.
Had a rough year, pal.
Yeah.
Rough year and a half.
Rough year and a half for sure.
Well, I'm sorry your tummy hurts.
Oh, it's okay. I'll heal slowly
Thanks
but surely.
for enduring this for our 5 listeners.
Hey,
you see what we do for you guys?
You guys?
He's laying down right now.
My tummy hurts, guys.
His tummy
I'm powering
hurts.
through.
He's powering through, man.
I like that we look at the camera now too. That's good. Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, people are listening. Yeah, I'll go to open mic. People are talking to me about the stuff I said.
Oh, really?
Which is great.
That's kind of scary.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
The horrifying ordeal of being known.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I saw something on Twitter where it was like an 8-year-old kid. I mean, they're probably lying, but they're like, oh, like my 8-year-old kid said, like, what a weird thing it is to be anything. Like, what the fuck?
They'll say some crazy shit.
They'll say some
dude.
shit.
I was like lifeguarding once, like one summer,
Mm-hmm.
and this like little girl slipped and like cut her knee open.
Oh, shit.
And like, I give her first aid and give her a Band-Aid. I'm like, oh, like, are you feeling okay? Does it hurt? And she's like, yeah, it hurts, but it's better than not feeling anything at all.
Jesus Christ.
I just sit on my lifeguard chair like, oh my God.
I was a lifeguard for one summer, and I'll be honest, I was a really bad lifeguard.
Where are you?
I got we did like in-services, where you do like training or whatever.
Right.
I did one, and then at the end of the summer we got like graded on stuff, and my buddy Grant was my manager. Shout out Grant if you're listening. And he gave me like not like all the good scores or whatever. Like I got like middle scores, and I was like, hey, like why did I get these? And he's like, you tell me constantly that you don't know what you're doing, and that if you had to save anybody, you'd be fucked. I was like, yeah, that's it.
So this is a business.
Yeah. I guess I do have to be accountable.
Do you understand how sued we would be?
Well,
we'd be so sued.
It was just funny too, because it was like, obviously I didn't care anyway, so it wasn't all that big of a deal, but it was like, the idea that he would just do the right thing and play ball, like, just didn't even occur to me. I was like, oh, I must have pissed him off, and not just he objective. Probably gave me higher scores than I should have gotten.
You must hate me.
But yeah. I guess it's like, I feel like I'd be confident pulling someone out of the water, but it's like there's all those specific ways they want you to do it, and like
duck dive.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, it's you're never gonna like save. So we're just gonna dissect lifeguarding now. But
yeah,
you're never gonna like pick the wrong one. Like it's always like each option is specific to a very certain scenario. So you're never gonna pick the wrong one. You're never gonna duck dive when you just need to do the thing where you give them the floaty.
You know, I think this proves my point even more, because I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Duck dive? You know, duck dive?
Couldn't tell you.
You got to dive in. I had one duck dive because this like 3-year-old baby or 3-month-old, a toddler, wanders into like 12 feet deep of water, just falls right in. He's just floating in there like the Nirvana baby. And I was thinking, I was like, man, yeah, he's flopping it around. But I was thinking, I was like, man, like if I had missed that, like my life's over, dude. I'm in jail probably.
I don't think so. Would you?
I mean, something has to happen if someone dies on your watch. I feel like that can't just walk away from that.
I mean, I feel like they could sue you, but I mean, you're just following orders. Just
I mean, the guilt alone is a prison.
Yeah,
that's what people don't talk about. It's like murder. It's 25 to life. It's like Cal, it's a life sentence in here, buddy. I don't want to murder anyone.
Could you imagine if you were on like a first date and they're like, "What's something like tell me about yourself?" and you're like, I had this one crazy summer where I let a child die and wasn't really held accountable in any way except in my head.
Parents weren't even that mad.
Really?
No, in this bit.
Oh, well, okay. I thought you were saying if like when you saved the kid, the parents were just like, oh, shit.
Oh well,
That's
yeah. I
where
mean,
he
it was kind of horrifying because I saved the kid and they had to do a report, and then the kid just runs off again.
Oh fuck!
So I'm sure he's dead.
Were the parents chill or
No?
what were they like? What was their vibe?
They were, I mean, too chill.
Too chill?
Way too chill.
Yeah.
They were way too relaxed.
Chilling like a villain.
Like, that baby will figure out how to swim.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It is lucky that they float. If babies didn't float, they would probably literally all die.
Well, he was floating in the middle of the pool,
Mhm.
like 6 feet deep underwater.
Was there other people around kind of being like, hey, man, like...
It was a very busy pool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why they were allowed to just let their kid wander around like that.
Yeah, that is pretty nuts, honestly.
Yeah, well, I ended up quitting. This was at Noah's Ark Water Park,
Mhm.
and I ended up quitting because I was just sitting on the lifeguard stand one day, and I was like, if a zebra jumps into a pond,
Mhm.
there's no zebra lifeguards saving it. Like, and then I started thinking, like, man, I'm making humanity worse
Mhm.
by saving like grown adults that are like drowning.
Yeah, because they can't
then
swim.
then I was like, oh, this is fucked up. This is a fucked up thought to have. So then I
Yeah.
quit. I was like, I'm turning into an eco-fascist.
Yeah.
I can't be a lifeguard anymore.
They should die. Damn, you could have been like a serial killer lifeguard if you
Maybe.
stuck around.
Or a serial whoopsie lifeguard.
Whoopsie.
Serial whoopsie poopsie.
Yeah, sometimes I think about that where they have like there'll be like a nurse where they're like, oh, we've realized that nurses had like 55 people die like on their watch. You ever hear about those?
Yeah,
and then they go to prison.
They'll take them decades to catch them.
Oh yeah,
It's like, but you didn't look into this.
yeah,
You got 10x the amount of deaths anyone else has. You're not looking at that at
yeah.
all.
That's crazy.
Not taking a look.
No duck dive.
No duck dive on that one. No duck dive needed. It does feel like we're just doing therapy right now.
It does. It does kind of feel that way, huh?
We don't want to do that on the pod.
We would never want to do that on the
We're
pod.
turning off the cameras for that one.
We'll go from 5 to 4 in a minute.
We'll go from 5 to 1.
Yeah,
It's fed.
it's a fact.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying stuff.
Yeah.
I'm shooting from the hip. It's confidently wrong, folks.
Confidently wrong, folks.
Confidently wrong, baby. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
That's
man?
life.
Got any bits you're thinking about?
No,
Not a single bit.
no. I'm sorry, man. I feel like I'm ruining the vibe of the
No,
pod.
not at
I feel
all.
like I'm tanking.
I'm
us.
having a good time.
Yeah?
I'm having a good time.
Yeah, it's okay.
You playing a lot of Oblivion.
I have actually not so much in the last few days, but yeah,
Oh,
I
man,
have.
that's how I know you're really fucked up.
Yeah, dude, I don't
You're really
even-
fucked up
I don't
if
even
you're
want a
playing
game.
Oblivion. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Damn.
I know.
That's no, you're not tanking it. It's like I don't know how much you want to talk about it.
Oh
You know,
no,
like,
I mean, it's just well, there's the tummy hurting. There's
tummy
that.
hurting.
No, I just haven't been sleeping well. I think that's probably the root cause.
Are you having bad dreams?
I'm having no dreams.
No dreams.
Yeah,
That's worse.
yeah.
That's worse than bad
It's
dreams.
like Oblivion up here. Dude.
It's just a howling wind.
That's
up
right.
there.
Have you closed your first gate in Oblivion yet?
No.
Oh,
How long does it take to
feel
get
great.
there?
I mean, it's pretty much like the first, like, one. I think it's like the first or the third, like, main storyline quest is like, oh yeah, go to this town and talk to this guy, and then you get there and they're like, oh shit, there's a gate to Oblivion.
I always get distracted with the side quests, so like
Oh,
I haven't even done like a main story.
I mean,
quest yet.
that's what you're supposed to be doing, man. You're supposed to explore.
That's
You're
right.
supposed to be part of the world.
You got to wander.
That's
You got to
right.
roam if you want to.
You'll get to saving the world eventually.
Well, I'll get around to
There's a
it.
lot of time.
Okay, I guess I'll circle back.
Did
eventually.
you buy the standard edition or the
I bought
deluxe
the
edition?
deluxe.
I mean,
You sold me on the deluxe.
$10 more. I mean, come on.
I'd be losing money if I didn't.
That's right.
If I didn't get the deluxe edition.
The only thing that is stupid though is like I would have much rather paid an extra $5 and then just gotten the DLC because then they're like, oh, you can also have this separate thing where you can look at art and listen to music from the game. I'm like,
Oh, man.
what the
Keep
fuck? Who
that.
the fuck do you think I am?
Keep that.
Yeah.
How much do you think I like? There are people that will just listen to that while they drive.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to me, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
That
Can you like? Do you really like it that much?
yeah, I mean, also like in what context am I like listening to music, but I'm just like I have my PS5 on, but it's like I'm not playing something else. I'm just hanging around with my PS5 on, not playing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah.
That is weird.
I can't imagine liking anything that much. What was the last time you bought like a movie soundtrack?
Never. I don't think I ever have.
think
Oh,
I
you
had-
know what? Madagascar.
Madagascar. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I like to move it.
I mean, it was funny too, because I don't think there's ever been a CD where I bought just to be like, I want this whole album. It's always just been like, I like to move it. It's on the CD, so I'm buying the damn
it's the
CD.
Sacha Baron Cohen version.
Yeah, true. I forgot that was Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, dude. We for the listeners, we did I like to move it at the talent show.
That's true.
We lip synced and danced and put on like big Rasta dreads. It's pretty offensive in hindsight.
Yeah,
Thank God
I guess it was.
that.
But, I mean, you could do that back then.
We could do that now. I think we're coming around. Maybe not.
Maybe not that one.
It's confident.
I feel like now people are mad enough where it's like a white person has real dreadlocks. I feel like just kind of that's like stolen valor too. Like you haven't even gone through the 6 months of growing out your hair and looking like a dickhead.
Right. I did want cornrows at one point when I was a kid. I did when I was like 15. I really wanted cornrows.
Yeah.
I thought they were cool.
I had a buddy in high school who grew dreadlocks, and I had no idea just how much not washing your hair was like an element of it. Like he was growing it out, and he was like, "Oh yeah." Thing. But yeah, he's just like, the only thing that sucks is like I haven't washed my hair in like 6 months. I was like, oh my God. And he was just telling me like, you have to like comb out all this like just grime and like shit that builds up there. Like it just seems disgusting.
Yeah, it's dread. What, they're dreading the shower?
Yeah, true.
It's dreading being clean, folks. Dirty. They should call them dirty locks. No,
now we're kind of now we're kind of overcorrecting.
Only when a white guy does.
That's right. Yeah, we're mad at white people with dreadlocks.
Well, I mean that is yeah, it's true. It's ridiculous. You look silly.
But it's like when it's
a white guy.
Yeah,
when it's a white guy. When it's a white guy.
We got there in the end. We corrected ourselves.
Yeah, we had to clarify for the listener. The one listener they've all dropped at this point.
They're all like, all right, now they're racist.
It'll be fun to see like when people tune out.
It's coming.
I'm sure it's coming.
It's probably coming pretty quickly.
Coming. We had an open mic, Cheese Louise, tonight.
How'd it go?
It's my last one. I'm retired.
I thought last week was your last one.
I didn't want to leave them like high and dry. You know what I mean? There's so many people that want to go to that mic. I've been letting so many people down.
I mean, how many people did go?
3.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, it's bleak.
Yeah.
It's not great.
How were the sets?
Bad. I mean, and I made the horrible decision of being like, just go as long as you want.
Oh my God, why would you do that?
I was like, yeah, there's only 3 of them. Because it's like, there's 3 people, there's like 2 audience. I'm gonna like actually time and light you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess ridiculous. It would be pretty ridiculous. Yeah, 3 people and you're like in the back just like waving.
It did get to where I'm like, all right, where's
I got it. How long was the longest set?
10.
Jesus Christ.
The 10 wasn't that bad. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, I feel like I've been in a ton of bad open mics. I've never been like, I should do more time.
Right.
If I get in there, the room's bad. I'm like, I just can't wait to get.
Well, I forgot that like when I say just go as long as I thought it'd be like 6-7 minutes. Like, run a little bit long. I didn't think they'd take that as like a personal challenge to like I'm not getting off this. One of them, it's like he's not gonna get off the stage until I tell him to get off.
Right.
So
loves it. Wants it, fights for it.
But no, it's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great. And I'm done.
Good.
I'm not doing it anymore.
Good for you, man.
I'm free.
Hell yeah.
This is my graduation ceremony.
You're all done.
Right here. I'm all done.
You're in the big boy open mic world now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're, I'm not.
Now you're out there with the big dogs going to the big mics.
the big bad mics.
Big bad mics.
Yeah, mics have been pissing me off lately, man.
Yeah, same.
Put me in a foul mood.
Yeah. I also find that they've been putting me in a foul mood. I'm trying to think the last time I did an open mic and I was like, damn, that was awesome.
Actually, Sunday night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a really good time.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I had a good set. It was fun. It was good. Now I sound like yeah, I had a good set, man. Yeah, I had a good set.
Yeah, I miss Free Street. Wish that mic was still around.
Free Street. I do miss Free Street. I miss that whole place, man.
Yeah.
We didn't know how good we had it.
It's true. It really was nice. I wonder. I wonder what all those people are doing now.
They've all scattered about, finding their new homes.
No, they work at different bars.
No, yeah. Yeah. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
I should have thought of more topics.
Yeah, me too. Fuck.
Well, hey, we do have some topics from our listeners that we can dive into.
Yeah,
the listeners, our valuable listeners. They had some. Garrett put out a tell us what you want us to talk about. So you guys answered.
You guys asked for this,
and we listened, and we're going to talk about it.
Yes. We cannot guarantee how much of this we will talk about, but we'll talk about it.
I'm sure there's some dicey ones in there.
Okay, so our first message was from Timmy Elliott, and he says, talk about me, bitch.
Of course, Timmy.
Yeah.
We do need to have Timmy on. I talked about having Timmy on a podcast a while ago.
Yeah, that'd be
but
cool.
we were, this is when Pat was still in Portland. And I was like, there's no way we're going to have a guest on here. Alex tried. Alex did great. It wasn't on Alex, but it was hard to have good bounce.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
well, there'd be like a 2-second delay. So it's like you'd say something and then I have to like wait and then be like,
I'm constantly interrupting. I'm constantly interrupting people.
It was an impossible task.
So we will have Timmy. Timmy, if you're listening, and I know you're not, but we're going to probably make a clip out of this maybe, and you'll hear it then. We would love to have you on the pod, and I miss you.
Yeah, I like
seeing Timmy around. We had a roast for Timmy Elliott.
We did.
The legend of Timmy Elliott. Timmy Elliott is a Portland legend for the non-Portland listener. For the non-Portland listener, Timmy Elliott is a Portland legend. His food truck exploded. He had a horrible accident.
He was inside it when it exploded.
He wasn't. Yeah, he didn't blow it up. I thought, like, when that happened, I thought, like, oh, his face is going to be ruined forever.
Yeah, I think I remember, I think you saw him when he was healing up, and then I think you were like, dude, it looks like he was in a war.
It did. It
it was just, but, you know, it was just kind of, it was cool because it's like, he seems just exactly normal again. Yeah.
His skin looked, that's a white trash facial.
Right true.
There. He's fucking peeled it right off, dude. Yeah. No, he looks great. But yeah, no, I saw that. It was horrifying, dude. Yeah. This was pretty, and that hit home for me because, like, I was like cooking a steak once, and I put too much oil in, and I threw the meat in there, and it all oil splashed all over my face.
I remember that.
That was the first time I experienced depression.
Yeah,
and I look back at it.
You had to quarantine yourself.
I had to hide in my apartment, like fucking Quasimodo. I was fucking humiliated.
It healed up quick though.
Yeah. Well, it was scary because, like, I was at the hospital. And then, like, the doctor comes in, and they're like, it was like a resident, and he's like, oh, this is going to be like 6 months to heal. You're going to have permanent scarring forever. Jesus. And then an actual doctor came in, and she was like, oh, no, it's 2 weeks. You'll be totally fine. It's like, where did that estimate come from?
Yeah.
Just pulled that out of your ass.
It is wild when they're just completely wrong.
Like, they guess the worst case scenario, and they're completely fucking wrong. Yeah. Just scaring the shit out of me for no reason.
Damn.
So, but yeah, Timmy, we talked about you a little bit. And probably not enough about you, but not a sufficient amount about Timmy. But what else? What else you got for us, Garrett? What other listeners submitted some stuff?
Yeah, so this is from Sunny. Okay. The question is, what is your favorite movie to cry to? Sunny's is Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Huh? Oh, I do remember tearing up at that one.
Well, I didn't even see that one. What happens?
I think something with Groot.
Okay.
Maybe.
No. So have you seen
shows how much that resonated with me. Am I wrong, Garrett? Am I wrong?
You are wrong. Yes.
What happened? What's
that's
the tearjerker?
That's the one with the raccoon.
Oh, the raccoon. Yes.
I thought all of them had the raccoon.
Yes, but this one is raccoon focused. And it's a very, very sad backstory. I'm pretty sure we saw that together in theaters. No?
The third one?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We saw that together. Anyway, favorite movie to cry to. See, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm extremely strong and tough and masculine, and I don't cry.
Same. I don't.
I probably should.
Yeah, I definitely should. I mean, I cry, just not in movies. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the last movie I cried at. Probably Jojo Rabbit.
That's a good one to cry to.
I teared up at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know why. There's a quote that just really got me. I was like panicking at the time. I don't know why Jojo Rabbit made me feel better.
Why were you panicking?
So this was like in 2019. And like I had, I graduated college in 2018 and then got a job, and I was just like working, which working all the time. And then I like couldn't do it anymore. I was working at this bank. We talked about it a few times, but the bankruptcy firm. But we talk about it a lot because that was like a huge moment in my life. Like I growing up, like I had really thought that like the world is a fundamentally good place. Maybe it's not being run by the right people, but it's like a good place. And then that's when I learned it's like, oh, things are bad. Yeah, things are really bad.
Get into some fucked up situations.
And so, yeah, like I was just panicking about just like the state of the world. And then I went and saw Jojo Rabbit, and like, there was a quote at the end that was like, don't be afraid to feel it all, like beauty and terror, like, you know, life is pain and it's beautiful, and just like experience it. And
Damn.
and that really hit home for me, and I cried.
I like that.
I cried.
I get it, man. That made me cry. I mean, I did see the movie and it didn't, but if I saw it right now, I'd probably cry.
If I saw if I see a fucking like Russian dash cam video, I'd probably, if I saw a traffic fatality, I'd cry now. Like I'm not, yeah. What about you? What's a movie you'd cry to?
I'm trying to think. Maybe Marley and Me, I think, was the last one.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, dude, when that dog dies.
That is the go-to. Like, I don't cry a lot, but the one time I do cry, it's Marley and Me.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, it's stupid, but it'd be funny if they made a sequel. It's just called Me. It's also funny to think that, like, Marley dies, and that's very sad, but it's like, that dude's probably getting another dog next week.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that'd be funny if that's how it ended. Is him being all sad, and then Marley dies, and he's like, "All right, new dog."
Wow, what a cute dog.
Wow, that might be the one movie that I've seen of his where he doesn't do the wow.
Yeah, that'd be funny. He's like the part where he's putting Marley down, he's just staring right at him. He's like, "Wow."
He's a good actor, though. It's funny that, like, I feel like there's not many actors who have like their thing that they do all the time and are still like just really good actors.
What's
like
his thing?
He says "wow" like every single movie he's in. Yeah,
that's his whole thing. Is just being confused.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though, where it's kind of like you would think someone with a habit like that would be bad at acting. You know,
right? Where
it's kind of like, hey, stop. We didn't write this in here.
You could say something else.
Yeah, it'd be like if the guy from like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory said "bazinga" and like everything he's in.
Right.
Like he's in Hidden Figures. And he's just like, we're doing the math, and he's like, bazinga.
He's in Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting off the boats at D-Day. He's bazinga.
Dude, that show sucks.
He's in Django.
Yeah.
He's like blowing up Candyland.
Oh, yeah.
Bazinga.
But that guy's in a lot of stuff now. He kind of
Sheldon?
really, yeah. He came up pretty good from Big Bang Theory.
What's another good thing he's in?
I didn't say good things.
Oh.
I just say he's in a lot of shit.
Things.
But like, I don't know. I never see anyone else from that show in anything.
Yeah,
you know,
not even Penny, the hottie.
Oh yeah, that's true.
She's literally in a show called The Flight Attendant.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's on HBO.
Okay, is it good?
It's been renewed for several seasons.
Ooh,
must be pretty good.
You know, that Velma show got a second season. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
I don't keep up with shows. Velma got her own show.
They did, yeah. It's like
she's looking for her glasses the whole time.
No, actually, in this, she's like smart and cool and like fun and everything. You know exactly how her character was for the entire several shows that they had her as a character in. But no, it's like now it's just gonna make me sound like just some like sexist dickhead. But it's like a feminist like Scooby-Doo thing. But it's like, I don't understand why it's a Scooby-Doo thing. Where it's like just make a different show,
right?
Like, and it's what's her name, Mindy Kaling. So she's Velma, and I don't know. She just annoys me. Just Mindy her personally, yeah. Because I think she's got that other show. I think also on HBO where it's like about like it's supposed to be her and her group of friends like in
the
college.
Sex Life of College Girls.
Yeah, where it's just like, you know how annoying that would be if I tried to write a show where it's like, oh yeah, this is like, it's a show about me being hot and like having sex all the time with like hot people. It's pretty much based off me in college.
It's about me.
Yeah.
It's my life. Autobiographical.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but if that's her life, if she just can't help but fuck, you know,
I kind of question if that was her life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like, I thought her whole thing was kind of being and she's supposed to be like kind of nerdy.
In The Office?
No, I thought that was like just her. I
don't know enough about Mindy Kaling.
Yeah, I guess I don't really.
She married BJ Novak.
Oh, they're married?
Now, but no, they're not. And now BJ Novak is dating that like Delaney chick. You know, the chick who's like playing the insufferable character in every like rom-com. You know that girl?
Wait,
she's like really funny. She like do like she just like perfectly encapsulates like the manic pixie dream, or like she'll just pick any like character.
Wait, the one who it's like she makes like Instagram like, videos where it'd be like POV, like suffer. Okay, they're together.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh shit!
I just saw that in a tweet. So it may not even be real, but it's just funny to see like BJ Novak going from like the like unaware, annoying girl to like the totally self-aware, like I'm being this annoying character, person.
Damn.
So yeah.
I think BJ Novak went to like Harvard or something. Like I think he's like wicked smart.
Yeah. For the record, I think Mindy Kaling went to an Ivy League as well. I think she went to Dartmouth.
Man, this is conflict on because I don't think either of us know anything about Mindy Kaling. I was like, she's so fucking annoying, dude. But I don't know, and to be fair, I watched the Velma show. Like I didn't think like, oh, this is a piece of shit, and then just called it. Like I've watched the whole show. I watched it. Did not think it was very good.
That's fair. Did you watch The Sex Life of College Girls? I feel like we can't watch that. I feel like we're not allowed to watch that. I haven't really seen. It's like going to Thailand. You know, like look at me. Yeah, I can't go to Thailand. Yeah, I'm not allowed.
Yeah, I feel like because sometimes I'll see like people do like videos being like, oh, like come here, and it's always just like the food's so cheap, like this is how much I spend and like how much I cost to like stay at a nice hotel, and it's like, come on, buddy, you found out that stuff after you went. Like I know why you went to Thailand.
We all know.
Yeah, where it's just like, cool, it's really cheap, and I'm like, is that why you went? I don't know how many places I go to because stuff is cheap unless there's certain stuff that I want.
Yeah, it's stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is a total non sequitur, but like no, I'm not saying this story. Garrett, what else? What other fans submitted? Fans? These are just our friends.
These are just people being nice and helping us out.
It's our pals.
We appreciate it.
We do appreciate it.
So our next one is from Fourth Dot.
Fourth Dot.
I know the Fourth Dot.
So here it is. The Fourth Dot wants you to talk about cigarette butts all over the sidewalks all over Portland, and how people who litter should pay huge fines for littering. Then we use the fine money to clean the streets so they look reasonable for the first time ever. Or y'all can talk about DuckTales or some shit.
Okay.
I mean, this it's just funny, like with everything going on. Yeah, cigarette butts. I got like top of mind for you. Like, there's a guy who's sleeping on the street.
Yeah, I gotta be honest.
Cigarette butts.
I don't really see a lot of cigarette butts around.
I'm distracted by all the people on the sidewalk.
That and like needle caps. Like I feel like that's what I'm seeing. Right. I wonder if. Yeah, because I mean. Yeah, I don't know what part of town the Fourth Dot lives in, but I feel like people are picking up butts.
Right.
I feel like
they're probably eating them because they have nothing to eat because they're on the street.
Yeah. Actually, funny enough, I do have a very funny story involving the Fourth Dot. And if you're listening to this, I just thought this was very funny. So I saw him on the street like a while ago, and I think I was parking my car or something, but anyway, he sees me, he like says hi, and we like chat for a little bit, like about comedy stuff. And we're by like this restaurant in Portland, and he's like, "Oh, they're doing like like an opening like gathering thing. You want to come up there? Like, it's free drinks and like free snacks." And I was like, I can't. Like, I'm on the run somewhere. And then while he's talking to me, another guy walks by him, and he just turns and goes, "Yo, what's up, man? You gotta teach me how to play dominoes sometime." And then the guy just like walked away. But I was like, it didn't click that he like knew him and they had probably talked about that. So I was like, what? That's your first thing. He's like, you have got to teach me dominoes sometime.
It's a funny, but just to go around like, you got to teach me Munchkin, dude. Yeah. You got to teach me how to play cards.
We are going to play Tetris one of these days together.
Dude. You, me, Oblivion, let's go.
Oblivion remaster. We take turns. Every time we die, we switch
stranger. Yeah. Yeah, Fourth Dot, he's a nice guy. I ran into him at like Auto or something. He's just like, yo, hey, what's up? I'm like, what's up?
Yeah, I feel like there's maybe it's just me just kind of being like maybe a mean-spirited person or whatever, but it's like there's not a ton of people that I'm like excited to run into, where it's like if I run into most people, it's kind of like, oh, cool, like, nice to see you, but like there's certain people when you run into them, you're gonna have something to talk about,
right? Yeah,
something's gonna
give you a good story.
That's right. So yeah, Shout out Fourth Dot.
Shout out to the
You're
Fourth
a good
Dot.
guy. I hope to see you in the near future.
Yeah, hope to see you at some mics. Showed up to Mike one, right? Pretty sure.
He's been to a few mics. He'd come every once in a while.
He does stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Garrett. What else? What else do you got from our adoring fans?
Ooh.
All right. So, friend of the pod, Alexander Temple, wrote in Israel.
Okay. I knew this was going to happen one of these days. We got to get into it.
We got to decide. We got to talk about this here and confidently wrong.
Yeah. That sucks too, because I mean that would have been when he comes on again. That was a whole hour.
In fact, we'll follow up.
I just circled in my planner and just said Israel. But no, I mean I don't know. I feel like I have the same stance as almost everyone I know for the most part, which is it's not good, and I hope it stops.
Calm down, guys.
Calm down, guys.
Knock it off.
Never mind. I was going to say so. That was just probably just going to take us down a not great avenue of conversation. One thing I did see though in Portland, the neighborhood that I like run through, had one house had this big sign that just said "Stop sending weapons to Israel," and I saw it and it was like, I didn't send one. Like I haven't shipped anything over there. Where it's I don't know. It's like there's just certain like political stuff like that where it just annoys me just because it's like, who's this for? Like an arms dealer isn't going to like take a wrong turn and be like, huh, you know what? Yeah. It's like, hey, I'm on your side. Let's stop it.
I mean, me sarcastically being like, knock it off. Like that's literally what they're doing. And they'll call themselves activists.
Well, it's again, it just makes me seem like a mean-spirited person that this annoys me so much. But sometimes in the summer in Portland, there's these like 4 or 5 people who they like not hang out. They're like, they hold up a bunch of signs that say like love and it'll just be like a big heart. And they just like wave their signs and like wave to people. And it's like, that just makes me so fucking mad. And the reason is because I know that those people are going home and being like, I really did something today.
Yeah,
where it's just like, it's almost like that sign would be like if I was trying to make fun of like signs, where it's just like love or it's just like happiness, you know, like it's like those when the guy puts on the glasses and they live, and then all the like billboards like change. It would just be that if it was like happy stuff,
right?
Like, it's literally just a political sign that just says love,
right?
Or it's like give someone a hug today, where it's like shut up.
No, like and it's that mind. It's like it's like these people. They're well intentioned. They're just dancing. Yeah, but it's like no, like this is why. Like a fucking fascist takeover can happen with little resistance. Yeah. Because we've all for fucking the past 60 years have all fucking said like, yeah, we could all just drop acid in a park and just dance together and that'll fucking fix everything. Yeah. And here we are. Because like now you can't even get acid anymore.
It's also just, I feel like not all people, but I feel like there's a good amount of people where if they go and do that, they can just be like, oh, I did something. Like I did it. Like I did my part. And then so it's like, I wonder how many people it's like if you were forced to either just do nothing or do something actually like effective. I wonder how many people would then be doing that because they're not just like, oh, I can just hold up a sign for a couple hours and then I'm good. Right. And then it's your turn.
No, taxes still going to Israel. Yeah. Still literally funding fucking
it's bad. Thanks, Alex.
It's like they're well intentioned, but you know what they say about the road to hell.
It's what's it paved with?
Good intentions.
I like that. So. That's a weird one though, where it's kind of like, who made that one up? You know?
Yeah. It's like I'm pretty sure it's paved with pavement, buddy.
Also, pretty sure there's no road. You just kind of wake up there.
Yeah. I sure wish there was a road. I've been stuck in this room for 10 years. That was a purgatory joke.
You know what? Alex probably just wanted us to talk about the nation of Israel.
As opposed to
I think you just want us to like rather than like the political issue, just be like, what's the country like?
The disco pizza shop's pretty good.
I will say though, you know, I don't know how most people feel about Israel now. Israel, like I remember when I was learning about like World War II, like you just learn about Israel and they're like they fucking went off after World War II. They got everybody.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone said, "Man, shit's getting is real."
Yeah, they probably did.
Shit is getting is real down here.
Yeah, there was I think there was like some guy like right after World War II, who was like a spy like for Israel, and I think he was trying to find a way to like poison all of Germany. Like he was like, as revenge, we should poison the food for all of Germany.
I don't know why, but that's making me think of like I just thought it was so funny, like that Chief Keef song. I forget the name of the song, but there's a part where he goes like, "I'm gonna shoot New Jersey up."
Oh yeah,
it's just like the whole like beef with the entire state of like I'm gonna shoot everyone in New Jersey. It's just such a like a funny reaction.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember that there was one time where I think we were listening to music and I put on that song Love Sosa by Chief Keef, and you had never heard the like beginning part where he's like, you know, talking, and then before the songs, and that like blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, like you've been enjoying the song without this like very cool part of it.
With the guys defending Sosa or whatever. Yeah,
it's just like all these motherfuckers in the barbershop talking about Chief Keef. Like, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Yeah, just being like, Chief Keef's awesome. I can't say the words.
Oh, right.
She says Chief Keef's awesome.
Yeah. Chief Keef's still making music? Is he still around?
I don't know, actually.
I saw some interview with him where he's like, I smoke like fucking 15 blunts a day.
Jesus Christ.
Or how are you even breathing? I don't.
Yeah, sometimes when I feel like I've heard a few stories where it's kind of like, oh, like this rapper just has like a crazy eating thing that they do. Like I think it's like a Lil Uzi Vert like eats like those funfetti mini muffins like every day, like all the time. Like that's like sometimes I'll like hear a rapper and they're like, "Oh, all I eat is like chicken nuggets," and it was like, "How are you alive? How are you alive and have a successful music career?"
And like you're like you have enough energy to like put on like an amazing performance, like putting your entire body into that. Like,
yeah,
how the fuck are you even?
That's wild to me.
That's wild.
Sometimes I see like those, it's like, oh, like this is, you know, this rapper's like workout plan or whatever. And there was one for like Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, really? The guy known for being tall and lanky. And he's saying like, oh, like I gotta do this stuff so I can do what I do. Like I gotta go out there and climb on stuff.
I do 15-pound dumbbells, overhead press. Strong. I'm shaking a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was like, literally he was like, I need to stay in shape so I can like climb up on the stuff on my set. It was kind of like, I don't need that. Like, you don't need to do that. Like no one was going to be like, man, Machine Gun Kelly almost died. The concert was sucking, but then he almost fucking died.
Dove face first into the crowd.
Yeah. But, yeah, what was that one? Israel? Thank you, Alex.
What else? Anything else, Garrett? Any other topics?
So, friend of the pod, Stephen Barton, gave us 3 topics to discuss. So let's take them in order.
Thank you, Stephen.
The first one is the Gulf of Tonkin.
Inside job, Vietnam. It was, yeah, 100%. Thank you, Stephen. Well, I'm kidding. I think it was. I think they, yeah, because it was like, I think that was the one where, like a ship. It was like a U.S. ship like went into like North Vietnamese waters, and then they're like. Then they shot like a little gun at him, and they're like, "All right, game on." I think if that's the one I'm thinking of, I think there was that one. And then then they're like, "All right, we're going to war." Yeah, where it's kind of like, I think like later, I think like pretty soon after, like the guy who like ran the ship was kind of like, "We shot at them." we shot at them.
We did the funniest prank on you guys.
I did lie to you guys earlier.
And then everything was great after that. Things got so good.
It is, I don't know. It is funny that we lost that war, you know?
And it's also very funny to never admit it.
Yeah.
Just completely refuse to admit it.
Yeah. I think, it's the move of just being like, well, that wasn't a war.
No,
that was a conflict. It's like,
we had a spirited debate.
Yeah. It's like gaslighting your girlfriend.
Well, I remember me and my ex, we got into like a heated argument, and then she kept telling like her friends, like, we got into this big argument. I'm like, it was a spirited debate. I just kept saying it was a spirited debate.
Yeah. That's very funny because I was there for some of them and they were spirited.
No, they're spirited. Yeah. All right. Very, very spirited. Yeah.
Thanks, Stephen.
Thanks, Stephen.
Fucked up.
Topic number 2. The USS Arizona.
Okay.
World War II.
World War II again. Yeah.
Perhaps an inside job. allowed?
Yeah, I mean,
They
maybe.
knew, and then like, all right, they're coming. Why don't we just put like 5 more boats in there? Let's make this really bad.
Oh, actually, funny enough, I remember the Arizona specifically from the first mission in
Medal of Honor.
Yeah, because I remember that was I heard. It's so lame that I know this and still remember this, but yeah, the like guy who's like talking to you like in your on like the ship or whatever. Like I think a ship gets blown up and he goes like they've been cold cocked or like something like that, and I thought he was saying cold cut. So I was like they have cold cuts.
They turn into sliced turkey.
Yeah,
they're a fucking sandwich.
Yeah, I remember the ship blows up and he goes like, oh my god, we lost the Arizona. Oh no. He's
like, this day's gonna live in infamy.
That's right.
And like, oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Send that to the president.
Yeah. Some sailor like swims to shore and he goes like, if I was gonna grade this day, it'd be a D.
He calls his, hey, is this anything? I was gonna say this day lives in infamy. What do we think?
What do we think about that?
It's pretty good. Hey, is this day is very dumb.
Yeah. Like, this day sucks.
Let's punch it up a little bit. Yeah. It'll be infamous. It'll be infamous.
Yeah, I remember I got into like a spirited debate with my dad, and I think it was just
spirited debates with him. Huh?
Yeah, I think all I just said was like, "It's dumb that we did D-Day," just being like, "Yeah, why do they have to fucking go in boats?"
Right. We had planes.
Yeah, he was just being like, "They had to do it. Like it was necessary. It's part of the plan." I don't know. No. I guess. I mean, if you're gonna fight a war, it's kind of like, at some point you got to be like, well, they're going to have to fight at some point.
Well, I think also like they were storming the beach, and then so they're distracted on everyone storming the beach. So then they paratroop in, to kind of flank them on both sides, right?
Yeah, I think so. But
so
I think
it's like a distraction.
So
D-Day is distraction day, really.
Yeah,
and Death Day
for sure.
Deaths.
Probably give you some other stuff too. It could be
Donut Day,
Diploma Day if someone graduated that day.
Yeah. Donut Day because there's a big hole in you.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that would suck to get shot and die in D-Day.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun. Wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, but I feel like there probably were a few people who were just kind of like, hey, at least I get to see France. Right. What? I always said I wanted to travel, and I always said I wanted to see Europe.
I was never gonna do it,
and gosh dang it, things don't always work out the way you think they're gonna. That'd be funny to do a war movie where someone gets shot and they're like bleeding out, but they're just like fine with it. They're like, whatever, dude.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah,
things happen.
I was tired of carrying shit anyway.
Right. At least I got shoes. I didn't have shoes until this.
That's right. Oh. Damn.
I got to close the window before we record. Portland don't know how to be quiet.
Portland does not know how to be quiet.
All right, Garrett. What's the third one from old Stevie Barden?
Yep. Last one here. So Steven says the best way to cook bacon.
I don't know, pal. You tell me.
Oh, shit. I mean, I'm not going to give an answer that you like. I just microwave it.
You microwave it?
Yeah.
Ugh. What?
You can do that.
Well, why?
You're allowed to do that.
You have a stove.
Yeah, but I don't
You have a pan. You have a stove.
Well, okay.
You work from home.
Also, hold on. Quick distinction. I don't really eat bacon that much. I eat turkey bacon, which I feel like is less greasy.
You saying that you didn't like bacon.
I don't really like bacon all that much.
Do you not like what it does to you, or you literally don't like the taste of bacon?
It's the same reason I don't like donuts, where it's kind of like if a food's really greasy and I just know it's really bad for me, it's like harder for me to like enjoy eating it,
That's
so fair. It's kind of like how much I like the taste is pretty outweighed by just like how fucking greasy it is.
Right.
That's like, fair. I don't know. If I get like a burger and it's like all greasy and shit, like I don't like that. I feel like some people really like that. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't like when you can like blot a napkin on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, or I do that with pizza, where it's like if there's all this grease, I'm like, come on, guys,
get out of here. Yeah. What am I, John Travolta?
John Travolta.
My John Travolta in Greece.
Oh, my John Trigonovolta.
What am I fucking? What am I fucking guy?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine Steven fries it.
I'm sure he does something delectable.
Yeah,
that man knows his way around the kitchen. Let me tell you,
about
he knows what the fuck he's doing. Went to culinary school.
Did he?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I thought he was like a scientist.
He was.
Oh,
but food is the science of the tummy.
It's true.
If you think about it.
Well, I better fucking correct my science.
Yeah. Are you hungry?
I probably would be if it didn't hoit.
Yeah. Have you eaten anything today?
Yeah, I ate a little bit today.
What'd you eat?
Had a banana and some chicken and rice.
That's all you've eaten today?
That is all I've eaten today.
Well,
You know, it's kind of like, it's like if your tummy hurts, then it's kind of like, well, I know I should eat, but I don't want to because my tummy hurts.
That's a classic catch-22.
The fool's dilemma.
The hungy dilemma.
Yeah.
The hungus theory. It's the inverse of hungus theory.
It is the inverse of hungus theory.
Oh, we'll discuss hungus theory another day, another time. Well, I think we should probably wrap this.
Yeah, we can wrap it.
I think we could probably wrap this. It's a little bit shorter.
This
was a fan submission, a listener submission episode.
This is a submit to make these guys feel a little bit better.
Yeah, a little low energy, but hey, we hope you had a good time listening. Pat's tummy hurts. It's fine.
The next one will be a banger.
It will be a banger. It will be a banger. All right. Confidently Wrong is a Barn Boys media production hosted by Chris and Pat Nugeth, produced by Garrett Morris. If you'd like to support this podcast, please visit our Patreon. Thank you to everyone who submitted topics for the show.
Thank you.
New episodes out every Wednesday. This podcast covers world wars now. Get over it.
Get over it, guys.
And hopefully it's not breaking news. All right, folks. Have a great night. And I don't know why I say, hey, get home safe because you're home, I think. Or maybe you're in the car. But whatever it is, be safe. And I don't know, stock up on paper towels maybe. All right, bye-bye.
Get stuff.